Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to a very special Rumble. Yeah, we're already kicking it off. It's my favorite villains. And we're kicking things off with Gus Fring here, which by the way is a phenomenal face scan. Phenomenal face scan. Looks like Giancarlo Espinosa, like 100%. But yeah, my favorite villains. Now we did a villain Rumble earlier this year, which included just villains in general. It didn't include comic books. It didn't include the horror genre. And it didn't include some of the people I'm going to have in here. Now, it did include a couple. It did include quite a few. And who is going to be our next person here is the question. Oh my goodness, what an entrance. It's Vecna, but he's levitating. That is awesome. Vecna is here from Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. Stranger Things is just a masterpiece. It's a phenomenal show. And if you haven't watched it, I mean, we're going on the final season. It's coming in 2025, so I'm super excited for that. Vecna is one of my favorite villains in TV. He shows up in different forms, but I'm enjoying this entrance, first of all. It's awesome. It's like almost paranormal. It is paranormal. But I enjoy Vecna a lot. He's in different forms each season, but his final form in season 4 is by far one of the best I've seen with villains. And when we come to TV villains, you have to acknowledge the 3 that really stand out recently. And that, you know, Game of Thrones has been way over for a while, so is Breaking Bad. But you know what? I'm going to throw in a 4 from Better Call Saul, even though that show's over now. But Vecna, Homelander, the Front Man. Definitely some of my favorite TV villains. And if you want to talk Better Call Saul, which is over now, Lalo. Lalo is definitely a great one also. But anyway, here we go. And I tried to get Lalo. He's not really my favorite, so I'm kind of glad I didn't get him. But I wanted him in this Rumble. When it comes to Breaking Bad, the best villains is, well, Todd's a nut job. Todd's a great villain, but when it comes to Breaking Bad, Gus is number 1. He's definitely number 1. The twins are great also. Tuco's horrible. I can't stand Tuco as a villain. He's one of the worst villains on Breaking Bad, which is still a good villain, because the worst is still good. I mean, Uncle Jack's pretty bad too, but I mean in a good way. Uncle Jack's a very hated guy. Todd's probably the most hated Breaking Bad villain. Todd, the main Salamanca guy that's in the chair in Better Call Saul, he is terrible. Oh man, I cannot stand that guy. He's probably the worst. And number 4 is Lord Zed. And I also want to make this as a disclaimer. I do not condone anything these people do. There's obviously going to be some cool villains. A lot of people always root for the Joker, even root for Darth Vader at times. But there is going to be some pretty nasty people in this Rumble. Okay? I'm going to just go ahead and warn you. Now, Gus is cool. He's very cool, but he is a killer. But also, he ran one of the best operations ever. So I'm also going by the writing of the villain, and not just that they're my personal favorite. Because number 5, we got Brian Moser. Oh, that's an interesting one. From Dexter. If you guys know who he is, you know who he is. One of the best bad guys on Dexter. You know, Trinity is obviously the best Dexter villain. But Brian's definitely number 2. And his connection with Dexter also. I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but he's a great villain. But Trinity is the best. I couldn't get Trinity. And I like Brian better than Trinity. I just think Trinity is the biggest threat to Dexter. So we got Juggernaut here. And Dexter's had some really bad villains too. Like some stupid villains also. We got Juggernaut, which is also probably my favorite X-Men villain. I like Magneto a lot. He barely didn't make the cut for this. I got a lot of comic book villains in this. And the other villain rumble I did, I had villains I didn't even like Dr. Robotnik. I'm not a big fan of that villain. Shao Kahn. Obviously, I did not put in here. But number 7 is Darth Vader. And I would say Darth Vader is the second greatest villain of all time. I think Joker is slightly above him. But Darth Vader is definitely... Joker and Darth Vader are 1 and 2. And you can switch them around, in my opinion. They're 1 and 2, and everybody is 100 miles away. Who number 3 is can be debatable across the board. But 1 and 2 are just miles away from 3. And number 8 is Pearl. Now, obviously, this is a Pearl and Maxine creation. Maxine is not a villain. They have her as the second attire on this creation. But Pearl is a villain. Both are played by Mia Goth, who is incredible. And what I've heard is going to be a villain in the new Star Wars movie with Ryan Gosling, which I would love to see a female Sith. That would be awesome. Especially Mia Goth, and she has a range of anger. Apparently she has anger offset too. But I love Mia Goth. She's awesome. And Nemesis is here from Resident Evil 3. I had so many great options. I'm not a Wesker fan, obviously. But Nemesis, Mr. X, and Lady D. I had to choose between the 3. Lady D doesn't have enough camera time to be in the conversation with Mr. X and Nemesis. And Nemesis had the slight edge because he's just cool looking. So I went ahead and went with Nemesis. I had an option between picking those 3, though. But I didn't want to throw all 3 in. I think everybody else I like better. And, of course, Doctor Doom is my favorite Marvel villain. And I wanted to put Mystique in here, but she's also known as being an anti-hero. So I didn't want to throw Mystique in here for any confusion. I would have easily put her in. But she can also be an anti-hero, I've heard. So I didn't want to get that all mixed up. Obviously, she's probably more a villain than Punisher is. Even though Punisher kills more people. She stands with Magneto more than she is an anti-hero. And number 11 is Cersei. Now, this is a controversial pick. Talk about an evil person. This might be one of the most evil people in this Rumble. And it's one of our 2 only females in this Rumble. I have Pearl and Cersei. Those are my only 2. Now, I would have loved to have had Mama, who's also played by the actress who plays Cersei. She is from Dread. Another great villain. There's just something about the actress. Because she's just great. I really enjoy her performances. And how she delivers lines just makes her very sinister, very ruthless. I love Cersei Lannister as a villain. She is a horrible person. Probably one of the worst people in this Rumble. You want to look her up? Look her up. And all the things she's done. Of course, her relationship also. Not to mention that. Of who her lover is. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, I mean, it's pretty gross. But we got Chun Li here from Bloodsport, which I love Chun Li. Chun Li's awesome. And I like how he just, every time Frank Dukes breaks the record, he just looks at him like, impressive. He has that look that goes, impressive. But, he's pretty awesome villain. And Lurtz, oh my goodness. And I love that we got an updated version of Lurtz because I appreciate the one that we got earlier in the year, but this is top tier. This is an S tier creation. I love Lurtz. Lurtz is my favorite Lord of the Rings villain, even. I like him over Sauron. Lurtz is a beast. He inspired Lurtz Nick, even though my Lurtz Nick is a lot nicer than this Lurtz. So, and behold, we haven't had Lurtz all year, which is Lurtz Nick, I mean. So, I don't know. I just didn't put him on this year. So far, at the time I'm doing this. got Cersei and Doctor Doom here. Yeah, Cersei's ruthless. I think it's the actress, because I just love anything she does. Lena, she's so good. As Mama, I mean, Mama's all scarred up, and she's like dressed in a tank top. And man, I love her. It's like she's the personification of a great female villain. Just awesome. And who do we have here? Oh, Rancic. Yeah, I gotta have a Rancic from Time Force. I had an option between a lot of Power Ranger villains, and you know, I could have put Goldar in here. He's pretty awesome looking, but he doesn't have as much substance as Lord Zed, and Rancic's awesome. And Rancic, I don't think looks that cool. I just think he's an awesome villain. Well, I do love how he pulls weapons out of his body. And speaking of evil, another one on Cersei's level has got to be Griffith. My goodness. From Berserk, which I did watch this year. I checked out Berserk this year, and my jaw was on the floor by the final few episodes. I mean, like, oh my goodness. Griffith is pure evil. And he's horrible. And why would Mike, are you sick? Are you sick in the head? Why would you have him on this list? He's well written. That's why. I don't condone what these people do. So I'm not basing it off of that. I'm basing it off of writing. And Terrence Fletcher, oh my goodness. From Whiplash, is one of the most psychological abusive people ever. This is more of a villain that's a psychological villain. Or obviously he doesn't physically kill anyone, but psychologically he does so much damage to people. If you haven't seen Whiplash, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to sit here and recommend the movie. If you want to just exit off the video right now, that's how much I want you to see this movie. It's so good. If you've seen it, more power to you, but it's phenomenal. Doing a lot of videos today. I'm on like a marathon of doing videos. And, you know, I do them all at once. I get like a week off. So. 17's the Joker. I always run ideas in my head. And, you know, sometimes if I don't do videos, I'm telling you, man, when I don't do videos, sometimes it's just like overloading my brain. And this allows me to get a lot of stuff off my chest. Like, whether it be just like fandom stuff or rants or whatever it may be. I mean, and you guys, I couldn't have do it without you all, because you all showing up. Forget the super chats, forget the views. I just like to see you all drop by in that live chat. And I know a lot of people watch after the live chat's over, which is perfectly fine, and I appreciate it. But you guys that are in the live chat, you are the best. You'll always be my favorites, and I do have favorites. It's the people in the live chat. They're always been my favorites. But I know some people can't make it to the live chat, or some people like watching it all when it's not live. And that's perfectly fine. Some people can't make it, obviously. But I love, especially the ones that make it all the time. And I get to chat with. You guys are the reason I do this, for the most part. But I am like Walter White. I do this for me, too. Okay, don't get me. I do have an ego. I do this because it makes me feel good. It's not just for the sake of people and people entertaining people, but I do love to entertain people. And Eric Killmonger is here, one of the best Marvel villains by far. Michael B. Jordan with that performance. I mean, I like Michael B. Jordan more than I like Michael Jordan. I mean, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's such a great actor. He had to put the B in the middle. He had to tell you what his middle initial is because he didn't want to be mistaken for the basketball player, even though I enjoy him a lot more than the basketball player. And we got Chip Hazard, made by Knowledge. Chip Hazard, so good. Small Soldiers, they're talking about maybe rebooting the series, which is a 90s classic. I grew up with that movie. I love that movie. I love the toys that movie had. And if they brought back the movie, they have to bring back the toys, because those were some of the best toys ever. I still have those toys. I won't sell them. I refuse. You could offer me tons of money, and I would still probably not take it. I bought a lot of them off of eBay because I wanted them that bad when I was an adult. Because Mom threw away Archer. She was like, you can have the military guys, son, but you can't have the ugly-looking monster. That's what she told me growing up. She threw away my Archer and said, you can have all the military guys. They're good, the good guys. Huh. The joke's on you, Mom. Sorry. They're not the good guys. The military guys are the bad guys. Archer's a pacifist. You threw away the guy that represents peace, and you gave me all the villains. Thanks. But I actually like Archer more than Chip Hazard. Believe it or not. Usually I'm a villain person, but I actually root for Archer over Chip Hazard. I always want Joker to kill Batman. I mean, come on. The Joker's right. Now, man, Cersei Lannister gets rid of Joker. And, we could have he wasn't on Community Creations, but we could have had Jaime Lannister. But he's more of an anti-hero, in my opinion. As despicable as he is, and he's despicable at times, he's an anti-hero, definitely. And we got Loki, which can also be an anti-hero. But he's mainly a villain. You can make a case for an anti-hero on him. And we got the front man from Squid Games. I'm going to have to walk around a little bit. I've been sitting all day. And number 22 is Darth Maul, which I almost like as much as Darth Vader. Who's going to be next? And 23 is Jason. And yeah, we didn't include any horror genre in that original villain because we wanted, cartoon villains, movie villains. I know Jason's a movie villain, but I wanted to separate from the horror genre and the comic book. And I'm glad I did, because now you all get to have a mixture of that in this Rumble. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And number 24 is Negan from Walking Dead. Thought about putting Conquest in too. Jeffrey Dean. As for the comedian, he can rot. I don't like the comedian. Even he's too much for me. And I have Cersei Lannister here. Which, to be honest, I loved in Game of Thrones when Cersei Lannister went after the, what's their name? Oh, goodness, it's the cult, the High Sparrow. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I love that. I love that. Scarecrow's here. He's my second favorite Batman villain. Even above Bane. I put Scarecrow above Bane. It's Joker and Scarecrow for me. And then probably Bane, and then probably Poison Ivy after. But I tried not to... Batman has some of the best villains. But I tried not to put too many in of the same franchise. But yeah, Cersei Lannister won the High Sparrow. I mean, the High Sparrow, basically, to let you all know, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, spoiler, small spoiler, we got Kingpin here. The High Sparrow is like a religious group that goes after all the elites and all the royal stuff. And Cersei was accused of some stuff, and they basically made her strip down to nothing and made her walk through the city, and they basically threw stuff at her and said all these nasty things to her, all the people did. And they're ringing a bell as they're making her walk through the whole city with basically nothing on. And they're ringing a bell saying, shame, shame, shame. You know what? And then the next season, she teaches them a lesson. Which, oh my goodness, I hated watching that. Like, I have never seen a show. I mean, Cersei's one of the most wicked people. By the end of that episode, I felt bad for her, and I'm rooting for her over the High Sparrow. Because they're a bunch of lunatics. Her son basically lets it happen. He's the king, and he lets that happen to his mother? Oh my goodness. And that's when I came to appreciate, and this is going to be very controversial, when I came to appreciate Joffrey a little bit more. Because Joffrey, as despicable and evil as that little brat was, he would never allow that to happen to his mother. And just, oh my goodness. And what she does to get them back, and she puts up that wine glass after she does it. I'm not going to give it away, but oh man, if you ever see Game of Thrones, when she puts up that wine glass, I don't drink wine. I'd pour a glass and put that wine glass up with her, man. I mean, that was an awesome take. You just have to see Game of Thrones to understand what I'm even talking about. But talk about some revenge on everyone that wronged her. And we got Cabal here, which I'm pretty sure he's a villain in Mortal Kombat. I could have went with Quan Chi. I like Quan Chi a lot. Number 30 is Homelander. So that is who we are rooting against. And there goes Scarecrow. Got Norman Osborn here too. Art the Clown. Some really good villains. These are all my personal favorites. Obviously, there's some that I couldn't find or couldn't have on here. But I have some wicked people on here. That's for sure. But it's either the writing or I just enjoy the characters. Like, Kingpin's awesome. I mean, I just... the Kingpin's awesome in every version he's in. I'm not a big fan of the Ben Affleck Daredevil, but Vincent D'Onofrio and even the cartoons or the Spider-Man Multiverse Kingpin, they're all great. We're getting closer to the end, and we got 6 people left. And now 5. Cabal, I should have did more research on, but I'm pretty sure he's a villain. And there goes Homelander. Wow, number 30's done. Now we're down to 3. We went from 6 to 3 within a minute. And let me know who your favorite villain in this list is. Obviously, I think a lot of people are going to say the Joker or Darth Vader. I think that's obviously usually the answer. And Nemesis. Look at the Green Goblin here. Running around Nemesis. Oh my goodness, Cabal. You're down to 3. It's going to be one of these 3 that wins this thing. I mean, Nemesis has a good shot. He's probably been in here the longest, I'd say. You know, it was so funny watching No Way From Home because it just brought back so many great moments and so many great lines from Spider-Man. You know what? I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. I always will remember that line. Like, I remember a lot on Spider-Man 1, and the more I think about Spider-Man 1, I don't know. I still like Spider-Man 2 better, but I think 1 is more iconic. I mean, like, I remember a lot of different stuff in it. And Norman Osborn just eliminated Cabal. And now he's going after Nemesis. Oh my goodness, look here. And he does it, wow. So the Green Goblin wins. Norman Osborn wins. I guess I'm going to have to tell both personalities, Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin, you're not going to WrestleMania. You know what? I'm so much of a scientist myself, and my hypothesis is you're not going to WrestleMania. How about you fly your glider over WrestleMania and get away from it as far as possible? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Those are some of my favorite villains. I know we had some real sick and twisted ones. But we also had some ones that everybody loves. And, you know, everybody loves to... Some people love to root for some of these people. I'm not condoning anything they do now. I don't want you all to think I'm some kind of sick person. Putting Cersei and Griffith in here. Oh my goodness. I just like how they're written as characters. And like I said, Lena's just great. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button. We got a lot more Rumbles to go. As usual, we're going to just keep them going. I know you all love the Rumbles more than the episodes. But that's okay. Because the Rumbles are easier to do. So, I'll see you all later. Thank you all for dropping by.